HOAs absolutely suck, or at least that's what a lot of people seem to feel. And in many cases, I agree with them. Today, we're going to take a look at the third part in our three-part series of HOA nightmares, where people got involved, bought a house, started living the American dream, and truly ended up regretting dealing with their HOAs. So often it comes into unfair rules or just things that make absolutely no sense, enforced by people who seem to get a kick out of the power they get running their HOAs. So today we're going to look at a story from a few years ago. This one's a little bit older, but it is really kind of insane. And if you enjoy watching these videos, help me out. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel so I can help bring you more videos every single week about all things West Michigan and all things real estate. Let's go ahead and take a look at this news story and see what happened with this HOA.
Imagine paying hundreds of dollars each month for a service you never get. Homeowners in a North Kansas City neighborhood say that's exactly what's happening to them.
Yeah, and now they're in a bitter dispute with the Homeowners Association. 41 Action News investigator Andy Alcott dug deeper into the case.
That dispute is so nasty, the developer and disputed HOA president felt the need to hire off-duty sheriff's deputies to protect him against homeowners at a meeting we tried to attend.
They've requested that you guys don't come in.
How scummy do you have to honestly be where the people of the neighborhood you develop can't stand you so much that they went and hired off-duty sheriff's deputies to protect their HOA meeting? At some point, if you're running that HOA, it might honestly be the time to take a look at yourself and how you're treating your customers. Wait, what? Your customers? Yes. As the HOA president, as the developer, the people in the neighborhood are your customers, and they probably should be treated more like that instead of like this.
They've requested that you guys don't come in because it's a private meeting, and they've reserved the building as private property.
An off-duty Clay County Sheriff's deputy denied 41 Action News entrance to the April 20th meeting of the Copperleaf Homeowners Association.
Okay, I have to ask this question, and I honestly don't know. Let me hear your comments. As an off-duty sheriff's deputy, an off-duty police officer, should he be in his uniform with his weapon, his police car, the radio? Like, who are you radioing? You're literally off duty at this stage. This, I don't know, seems kind of odd, but I also have never hired off-duty police security, so I might be clueless on what this process looks like. If you've ever dealt with this, if you know this type of the answer to why this is the case, go ahead and answer it in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions on this as we go forward in this case.
Instead, homeowner Chad Elliott shot video of the meeting called by the man in the plaid shirt, James Peterson. Peterson is Copperleaf's developer and president of one of the two disputed HOA boards. The purpose of the meeting was to vote on denying Elliott and others who've challenged Peterson's authority access to Copperleaf amenities, including the pool, clubhouse, and walk.
So their pushback is to deny him access to the amenities that he's paying for. I mean, does this not just seem absolutely corrupt to you guys? To me, it definitely does. And the worst part is you don't have any immediate recourse. If you live in this HOA, if they were targeting you, the reality is there's nothing you can do outside of suing and going through the court process. And I can absolutely see how that would be disturbing for a lot of people.
The pool, clubhouse, and walking paths, even though they still have to pay for it every month. We tried.
So you're going to deny them access to the walking paths, to the pool, and to the playground. Does this not seem like it's to hurt their kids? I don't know. I mean, for me personally, how do you patrol the walking path? Do they see you on the walking path and then they go and tell you you have to walk on the side? I mean, that just seems so over the top to me. I can't even imagine it.
Asking Peterson's attorney about it before the meeting started. Why are you going after people who live here?
We're happy to give you a statement after the meeting, okay?
He really doesn't seem happy to give a statement to me here. What do you guys think? Does this look like a man happy to give a statement, or does this look like a bit of a weasel to you?
and you're pressing me is really pretty rude.
I think it's very difficult.
Is that rude? Let's think about that again for a second. You're denying people the ability to use the amenities that they pay for, and asking a question about it to him is considered rude. Maybe a bit of a typical attorney response in some of these things.
For him to enforce. We don't really recognize him as an official board.
Some homeowners say Peterson wasn't maintaining Copperleaf well and raised HOA fees for no reason. They say, for example, security at the pool is lacking and showed us this door with wires hanging out.
They raise their concerns and then he just doesn't address them.
Frustrated, some homeowners circulated this petition designed to target Peterson's authority. It was signed by more than half the homeowners and a new HOA board was elected. Peterson.
When you can honestly get half the homeowners to agree on something, it's definitely a problem. I mean, it's so hard to get people in today's day and age to organize that when half of the entire neighborhood is willing to go through and sign that petition, it really does, in my opinion, tell you that there is a problem.
Sued, calling it an attempted coup. He also points to Mark Andrews' court statement admitting he took the law into his own hands by trying to take over the HOA. Then Peterson called a March meeting, his first attempt to deny access of Copperleaf amenities to homeowners who challenged him, when the judge ordered him not to hold.
So it's just the people that had a problem with his leadership that seemed like they were getting denied, not specifically people breaking the rules of the HOA. I don't know. Do I even really need to say anything about that? I think you guys honestly know what this looks like and probably exactly what it is.
Not to hold the meeting, Peterson simply dropped the lawsuit and did it anyway at this April meeting.
Why did you drop your lawsuit?
We're not going to stand on camera. You're not going to interview me. You're not going to depose me.
We made multiple requests to speak to Peterson on camera, but he refused. Off camera, Peterson told us he has 40 votes for each of 8 undeveloped properties he owns for a total of 320 votes. More votes than if all 300 Copperleaf homeowners voted against him.
So he moved out of the courtroom and...
So he's basically manipulating the voting system. As he owns the vacant lots in the area or in the neighborhood he's developed, he's outvoting the people who, I don't know, I mean, looking at Kansas City, I'm not exactly a pricing expert, but I would guess those homes are somewhere between $600,000 and $800,000 just from the look of them. Shout out to all my Kansas City people, my Kansas City realtors. If you know that what the pricing in this neighborhood is, I'd love to hear it down in the comments as well. But to me, this just seems crazy.
Out here into the clubhouse where he can kind of behave like a bully.
But Peterson says other developers do the same thing to protect their interests. However, now with control of Copperleaf's HOA in dispute, a local bank has frozen more than $300,000 of dues homeowners have paid, so no one can use it. As a result, Peterson says he can't pay his vendors like the people who mow the grass.
Homeowners tell us when Peterson's suit was still active, they offered...
Can he really not afford to pay the people that mow the grass? I mean, you're selling these houses $500,000 to $800,000. There's not enough profit to take care of the grass? That seems a little sus, as my son might say.
active, they offered to let the court take care of the HOA money, including the bills, but Peterson refused. Instead, Peterson has sent this letter to each homeowner with a $400 assessment to cover those bills. The homeowners who have challenged him received this letter with a $3,000 assessment to pay for mounting legal costs.
Okay, so again, this is one of those things that just blows my mind. The man literally treats people terribly, and if they decide that they want to do something about it, he's going to assess them $3,000 to pay for his defense of doing what appears to be the complete wrong thing as a developer. This is the reason that you have to be careful when you are involved in an HOA, or quite honestly, even buying new construction. People often say, hey, why do I need representation? Why do I need an agent buying new construction? The reality is this. Developers that operate in this way, developers that really put homeowners in a bad position, this doesn't stay quiet. This gets out there, and having someone that can warn you that a developer has a reputation like this can really be ultra valuable as you're going through the buying process and shopping for the home that's going to work for you and your family if you're looking at new construction.
I'm investigator Andy Alcock, 41 Action News.
This is a complicated issue many HOAs could face. To learn more about how this can happen, download the 41 Action News.
So I will tell you, I don't think this seems that complicated. I think this seems like one person who is trying to dominate the will of the 300 people that actually bought within this association and within this subdivision. Again, how do you avoid this stuff? I'm going to kind of say the same thing I said in part 2. And part 1, we really honestly should be looking at what is happening in the HOA. Having these conversations with the neighbors can go a long, long way. But if you want to be guaranteed that you're not going to deal with this, a $3,000 assessment to protect him against the wrongdoing that he is doing in that association, what's the real key? How can you guarantee you'll never deal with this? It's quite simply not buying in an association. This is the exact reason. And I will tell you, I lived in one association when I was much younger, and it was also a nightmare. Constant pushback about anything to all the neighbors that was happening in there. And it's the exact reason why you would never catch me living in an association today. But tell me what your thoughts are. Are you guys out there, are you pro or are you anti-association? Is there something I'm not getting in these videos that's a real silver lining or a real benefit to you from the association that you live in? It's an interesting subject. I would definitely say this. I don't see how it makes sense, yet we see more and more associations every single year. So tell me what your thoughts are in the comment below. And if you're thinking about making a move to West Michigan and you want to know how to avoid problems like this, reach out to me. My contact information is in the description below, and I would love to guide you to what home will work for you as you're going forward in your move. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.